gamers, welcome back to the Board Game Captain. I'm the Board Game Captain.
I'm Lynn.
And today we're reviewing and showing you how to play Dungeon WC. Now, Dungeon WC was published by Draco Maca Game Studios and was designed, I think it says designed by Dario Dordoni and art by Giuseppe Sarchi. I'll put their names up there so you can see it. So now this is, and I want to give a big thank you to Draco Maca for sending us this game to play and review. This is a real-time, tongue-in-cheek, funny little game. It's a co-op game where you're a dungeon hero. You're all cooperatively one dungeon hero. Mm-hmm. And which you randomly choose at the start of the game, and you're trying to run through the dungeon to get to the toilet. It's just a funny theme. It's so weird. It's not, go to the dungeon and slay the monsters and find the treasure. It's you're trying to run to the toilet is actually what the theme is. WC, if you're not familiar, is short for water closet, which is the term for bathroom in Britain and many of the former British colonies. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So the game, let's see. It's listed as
toilets.
Yeah. Oh my god. I love this. The theme is just so silly. I love it. So it's ages 7 and up. It's for 1 to 5 players, and it's listed as a 5-minute game. So now it's got a 5-minute timer, but it really goes longer than that. I think that's a poor.
Flip the timer.
You can flip the timer. It usually goes more like 10 minutes or so, 15 maybe. The 1 to 5 players, I wouldn't play this at 1. I often think it's best to play it at about 2 or more, maybe 3. 3 might be the sweet spot.
Yeah. Because
that way you always have someone to watch the sand timer for you, make sure it doesn't run out unexpectedly. You can get away with it at 2. 4 might be like 4 and 5 might be too long to wait between turns, but then again you have just more help to remember things like for the memory mini game. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I mean I don't know. Do we have anything really to talk about that? Did you have anything to say? How about the 7 and up? That might be a little bit of an underestimate. I think maybe 10.
Yeah.
Because there's a. It's just maybe just because of the speed. Because the speed, you got to remember everything. You got to go fast. So 7 and up might be a little low for me. All right. So we've got the rule book, which looks crazy hefty, but it's not. It's because it's in a bunch of languages, as a lot of games we get from Europe usually are. They have quite a few languages in here. The actual rules of the game, let's count them, are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages in the rule book. 5 pages, including a diagram for the setup, and then at the back of the game, they have some specific instructions on how each of the player characters that you would randomly choose play, which are great. I love the different player characters. A lot of them are references to either generic fantasy or specific fantasy IPs. Well, look.
Well, that's in like Italian. I can't read what it says.
It's in English right there.
Oh.
Well, that's totally Daenerys.
Okay.
That's totally we haven't played with her yet, but that's totally Daenerys. There's no way that's not Daenerys from Game of Thrones. So then you also have a little bit in the back to specifically explain to you what all of the various cards do if you were to draw them from the treasure deck. Mm-hmm. Then in addition, we've got some cardboard punch-out pieces here. And we've got a lot of cards that you're going to see out on the table, but I do want to especially note these cards are really nice. The artwork is good, and they're linen finish, which is really nice. It's got a solid sand timer. I'm not usually a big fan of the sand timers, but the way this game goes with the fact that you've always got someone to kind of keep an eye on it, unless you're playing 1 player, which I don't recommend playing it 1 player, because then you're going to look up and be like, ooh, the time ran out. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty good. And you've got a nice wooden die with, instead of a 1, it has a toilet instead of the 1. And you'll see why that all is in a moment. We're going to take it to the table and run you through a game. And then we're going to be right back and we're going to rate it and review it. Okay, so here you can see a setup for a 2-player game of Dungeon WC. So in order to set up, we have to start with a number of coins based on the difficulty we're playing. We're playing with medium difficulty, so that's 7 coins. We choose a random hero. In this case, we'll be playing the wizard, who gives us 1 free turn of the sand timer. And we have to set them up roughly 10 card spaces away from the stack of target cards, which show a toilet on it. Lynn, point to those. And then we, of course, have to shuffle up the 3 decks. You have the monster deck, the treasure deck, and the dungeon deck. After shuffling them up, you deal 4 face-up cards into the draw for the dungeon deck. You place the bad luck tiles over there with the sense. Also, we have the sense tokens all shuffled and face down, and we have 1 die token which we put on the bad luck tiles, because as you move up the bad luck tiles, bad things can happen. And then, of course, we have the sand timer here, which whoever's turn it is not will be keeping an eye on the sand timer, in addition to giving advice and such, because we don't want the sand timer to run out. Now, the goal is that every turn we're going to take 1 card, add it to our character, and we're trying to get him to the toilet. Now, to get to the toilet and win the game, he must have collected at least 1 roll of toilet paper before he gets there, and at any time during the game, we can spend 5 coins to flip the sand timer. Of course, the wizard gets to do that once for free. Depending on what sort of tile it is, other things might happen. Tiles like this show you an amount of coins you literally must spend to be able to get through that tile. While tiles like this, with the picture of a monster on it, will cause you to have to draw and defeat a monster. Monsters are either defeated by rolling equal or higher than a die shown on it, and every time you roll the die, you risk rolling the WC symbol, which makes you go up the bad luck track. Or there's some monsters that require you to play a memory mini game and flip over the sense tiles in the right order to defeat them. So I'll be keeping track of the money. Lynn, are you ready to go?
Yes.
Because Lynn is our first player, so I'm going to flip the sand timer for you and say, go.
I'm going to do this one.
Okay, so you got to find a monster. Let's get that monster out there.
Okay.
Oh, it's a 2-headed giant. He needs 2 4s or better. Oh, miss. Keep going. Oh no, we're on the bad luck track. Oh no, we lose a coin. Oh no. Oh, come on, you can do this. Oh, oh, jeez. Oh, come on, 5 and a 6, 5 and a 6. Come on. Ah!
We didn't even do anything.
Come on. Come on, high numbers. There we go, there's a 4, we need 1 more. Need 1 more. 1 more 4 better.
We're running out of time.
6. Got it. Okay, so you defeated him, and we get how many coins? 3. Excellent.
We're going to run out of time.
No, we're good. Not to worry.
Okay.
Not to worry, because I can spend 5 in a second. I'm just trying to figure out which one I want. 5. Flip it. Boom. I'm going to take the treasure tile here and draw us a treasure. And we get... Whoa, yes! It is toilet paper. That is a stroke of luck. So now I'm going to flip that up, and Lynn, it's your turn.
I guess I'll take another of these.
Okay, come on. Beat that monster.
Oh.
It's a sense one.
Okay.
You need touch, sight, and sound.
Oh, touch.
Okay. You know where that is.
Sight. Holy crap.
Now,
I have to flip them all back over, right?
Yeah, but you know where touch and sight is.
Touch,
they're easy.
Sight. I should have just...
Boom. Okay, so he's worth 2. Okay. And then go ahead and flip us 1 up. All right, so I'm going to take another monster. Okay. We've got, all right, so sound was here, right? No. Sound was here? Yeah, sound, and then sight, and then smell, and then taste, and then touch. Boom, 4 coins. 3, 4, nice. Okay, so he's defeated. All right, and I'll flip you another 1 up. Go ahead.
I guess this.
Another monster? Okay.
It's almost out.
We're going to get a free flip. I'm keeping an eye on it. Okay. Don't worry. You do your thing. Free flip, because I forgot we didn't take the free flip with Wizard this time.
Nose?
No, it was the second to last one. Was the nose.
Nose, ear.
I think it's the 3rd one. And sight, I think, was the 2nd one.
Eye.
Yes! Boom. So that's another 2 coins. Woo! We're in the money here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna, let's see. Well, it looks like we have to do a pay one. I don't want to, but I'm gonna take this one here and cost us 2 coins. Oh.
Over there where there's room.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a treasure chest. Heck yeah. Good luck. Good treasure. Good treasure.
I got...
Oh, that's you roll and we lose that many coins. Oh no, we move up in the bad luck track. And now we got to roll again to find out how many coins we lose. 4. Now you get a 4. What's up with that?
We're almost out.
Oh, okay. 5 coins. Swap it. Okay, so flip us up one, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna take us. Shoot, we need some money. I'm gonna take us to fight a monster. Okay, so it's a witch. We just need a 4 better. Okay, give me here. Got her. Okay, that's another 2 coins. Boom, and flip one up. Go ahead. Nice.
Where's the die?
Oh, 6. We just need a 3. Nope. Your luck is terrible. Boom! Got him! There we go. We got a coin. He's 1 coin for the werewolf. Okay, and flip this one up. I'm going to have us fight another monster because we could use some more coins for flipping. It is, it looks like a Medusa. No, a siren. Boom! Got her. 3 coins. All right. We have enough to flip it again. So, here you go. It's a straightaway. Nice. That's number 7, by the way.
Eye and ear. Eye.
And ear was... No, ear I think is second to the last.
Okay. Eye. No.
Nope, it wasn't. My bad.
Eye, ear.
Boom!
Okay,
How many coins?
1. And we're running out. We're running out.
Flip it. 3, 4, 5. Got it. You didn't put the card up.
I was working on it.
Okay, so, well, I'm going to go for the treasure chest because reasons. It's another toilet paper. Boom! Got an extra. 1, 2. Here you go. You just need 2 more cards.
This one because it was
just 1 coin.
Just 1 coin. So.
Okay, done. Okay. Oh, free treasure chest. Hell yeah. Oh, it's the lose goblin again, and we lose all our coins. Bugger.
Replace it.
Okay.
No.
Yes. Here you go. We can't pay that. Shoot.
We can't do anything.
Okay, so that is how you play a game of Dungeon WC. We got really close, but as you can see, we unfortunately lost this one because every card left out here required coins to beat it, and we had just lost all our coins. But we came so close, and we have beaten it before when the cameras were not rolling. So that's how you play a game of Dungeon WC. Now, when you make it to the end, what you got to do is you have to flip over these target cards. And the first one here, this one would require you to lose 3 coins. So you do want to save up a good number of coins to have them for the end. This one, if it comes up, is the Willick. It's basically a toilet mimic. And of course, you have to defeat it as per normal. And this card, when it comes up, means you win the game. Now, with the bad luck track here, if you make it to the end of the bad luck track, you have to fight Cthulhu, who is a very powerful bad guy, but he will give you 7 coins if you defeat him. You have to roll a 6 and get the senses. And that's basically everything for Dungeon WC. So now we're going to head back over and we're going to talk about how this game plays and how it feels, and we're going to rate it and review it. Okay, so we played a whole game of Dungeon WC. We lost. And we're back now. So some positives and negatives. Let's start with the negatives. You got a negative on this one?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't like how it's rushed. I mean, I understand thematically why.
Okay.
But I don't find that fun.
Is it too stressful?
Yes.
Okay, you've kind of talked about this while we've been playing it, that you say that you do find it to be a bit stressful. I understand that, but actually, there have been a lot of other real-time games we've played in the past that I have had that exact same gripe with, that you have tried to tell me, no, it's fine. And what's weird is we're reversed on this, because you think it feels too much like you're rushing, but because the rules are so simple, I don't have a problem with it because you always know what you need to do. Like we played, I'm trying to remember, there was a game we played that was like this where we were on a spaceship and we're trying to run around and fix the spaceship because we were in trouble. But the thing was, the rules were so complicated, there was no way to do it quickly. Whereas with this, the rules are so simple, it's kind of okay to be rushing because you always know what you need to do. Oh, I draw this card, I need to pay coins. Oh, I use this card, I have to fight a monster. Mm-hmm. And you just go, and you do it. And someone's like, oh, the timer's running out. Quick, pay 5 coins and flip it. I don't know. it seems okay to me in regard to that, but that might just be a difference of our opinions. So, my negative that I've got on this is I don't think you should play this in one player. Because you do need someone to keep an eye on that sand timer for you, which is always going to be whoever's turn it isn't. 2 is the lowest I would go on the number of players on this. I would never play this at 1. And I would recommend aiming for 3. I think I liked it best when we played it at 3 players. I think it was a really good player count. Other than that, I don't have any big negatives, really. Other than the fact that, like I said, I do think 1 player is not a good place for this. Okay, so let's talk about some positives then. So what do you got for positives?
Well, it's very thematic.
Because of rushing to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. We've talked about before how we delight in unique themes. And, I mean, because there's so many games that are generic fantasy. There's so many games that are generic sci-fi. This theme is so unique. I love that they took a generic fantasy theme and then swapped it out with rushing to the toilet. I know it's just toilet humor, but it's freaking hilarious. And it gets me every time, even down to like the little things. Like one of my favorite cards in the entire game is the Wiwick, which is a toilet-shaped mimic. Because now, mimics, if you're not familiar, from Dungeons and Dragons, are monsters that can shapeshift to look like almost anything, but they usually try to look like a treasure chest, so that when adventurers come into the dungeon and they want to open the chest, suddenly it's got teeth and it attacks them. In this case, because you're running to the bathroom, it looks like a toilet. And it reminds me of, there was a toy, and this is dating myself here, but there was a toy for the real Ghostbusters toy line back in like the early 90s that was a monster toilet, and this totally reminds me of that. And me and my brother had it. We had that toy, so I just think it's really funny.
I'm sure you did.
Okay, I get a real kick out of the theme. The game is very simple. It's a real-time cooperative game. You're trying to rush to the other side of the dungeon. It is what it is. You saw it there. You have to do some resource management and conserve coins because you're going to need some at the end. You need to find some toilet paper before you get to the end. You got to fight a bunch of monsters to get those coins. And then if you make it there, it's random if it's going to be easy or hard for you to get to the toilet. Because sometimes the first card you draw is the toilet. Sometimes it's the last card, and you got to work your way through giving coins to the goblin and fighting the Wiwick before you get there. So there is a lot of that, and that is really interesting. It's quick enough that if you lose, you can play it again. We've played it a handful of times. So any other thoughts you've got on the play style or theme of Dungeon WC?
No, not really.
Are you ready to rate it? Okay, I'm thinking you're not going to rate it very positively. So do you want to go first?
Okay.
Okay, so how many stars out of 10 are you going to give Dungeon WC?
5.
Ooh.
It's just too stressful for me.
Okay.
It's not even like I don't like the humor or anything. Like, I mean, it's fine. It's funny. It's just entirely too stressful
right.
And that makes it not fun.
So okay, I don't think it is too stressful. I've been enjoying it as I've been playing it, but I do feel like a good portion of my enjoyment is from the goofy theme. And as awesome as I love the unique theme to this, that will wear off the laugh factor. I mean, because, there's going to be a point where I stop laughing at the theme, and then it has to stand on its own for the mechanics. And the mechanics are very simple. I mean, it does what it sets out to do, and I like that. I think it's very functional. I think there's a lot of synergy between the mechanics, but I'm definitely higher than you are at your 5, which 5 is like meh. I'm at a 6.5. So I debated on this, and after I went back and forth, but I think 6.5 is right where I'm at. I'm right between a 6 and a 7. So a 6 is a positive score that says I need to be in the mood to play it, though. 7 is positive, saying I'll play it just about any time somebody asks. So I'm right in the middle of those. I'm like, I'll sometimes be in the mood to play it, and really want to play it, and most of the time other people ask, I think I would play it. Though once in a while I'd be like, really not in the mood for this. So it's a 6.5 for me. I do like it, but I'm not going to want to play it all the time. But definitely higher than your 5, mind you. Mm-hmm. So we're actually not that close on this one. We're a point and a half apart. So there's definitely some dissent on this one. So yours is not really a recommendation. I can recommend it to you if you like real-time games and you like cooperative games and you like tongue-in-cheek themes like this. I would say I would recommend this game to you. Now, even with your 5, is there anyone you would recommend it to?
Children.
Okay. Okay, so you're all right. Jeez.
I don't.
Are you dropping lower than a 5? You
No.
sound like you're getting more.
No, it makes me anxious.
Okay. So in which case, if real-time games like this, where you have to stress out about the time, make you anxious, then definitely this would not be the game for you. So there you have it. So that's kind of a 1 thumbs up review from us, because I gave it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed this review and tutorial and you'd like to see us do more like it, be sure to give it a like, share it on all forms of social media, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Board Game Kaptain. That's Kaptain spelled with a K on YouTube. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns on Dungeon WC or on this video, feel free to put them in the comments down below. And hit that little bell icon on my channel so you get alerts every time I upload a new video. And until next time, game on.